Ready? You got this? All right.
You know, certainly we're disappointed with the outcome, but I'm very pleased and proud with how hard our kids played, how we competed. You know, we did a lot of good things. Tough game to lose for our kids.
Questions?
Okay, 32 turnovers. It's a big number.
Yes, it is. You know, yeah, we turned the ball over a lot, which cost us a lot of, cost us some possessions. Got some empty possessions late in the game and throughout the game. But you know, I'll give our kids some credit that throughout the multiple turnovers, you know, we kept playing. But you're right, it's hard. Turn the ball over 32 times. It's hard to stay in the game. But you know, I give our kids credit for continuously competing and finding a way to stay in the game despite that.
Another tough number, 1 for 7 free throws in overtime.
You're correct. When you're in a tight game and tough, where every possession counts, the bottom line is, as much as I love these kids, we just didn't do what we needed to do at the end. Missed some opportunities, like you said, from the free throw line, doing late in the regulation, and they're costly. But, you know, generally we shoot a little better. I don't know what we shot from the free throw line, 50%. You know, we generally shoot a little bit better, but, you know, today we didn't, and we didn't do the things at the end of the game that we needed to come away with the win.
So, Cindy, you were effective early on getting the ball down low over here to continue that in the third quarter around the stretch there. You kept the team in the lead, I guess, after you were able to power some inside feeds. And Jakira started hitting three-pointers, so she had a couple to keep you guys right there. Just weren't able to open up any type of separation on them.
You know, we made some runs. She went on a spell that she had some good baskets, and we used her. But then they made some adjustments, took that away, and and in the end, we just didn't have enough finishes and good quality possessions at the end.
Anything else?
I'm trying.
What do you take away from this?
Just, you know, it's good experience for our kids, certainly, to be here. You'd like to say you can build on it because we only have one senior. Got a lot of young kids, but you know, I think maybe when we communicate with our kids during the course, you know, we talk to them all year about just such a fine line between winning and losing, and how every possession matters, and all the things that we weren't able to do today. You know, I think they understood it before, but I think having lived through it, having experienced it, that maybe they'll, you know, remember it. You know, the way our kids played in the postseason from the end of our regular season to this point, you know, I give them a lot of credit because we certainly played much better in the postseason and have played well of late. I think they'll take away a disappointment, a missed opportunity, and what they do with that and how that motivates them, we'll see.
So, how slow your season started, how to be able to finish in this position, make it to the Final Four, was a great experience to be here again. I mean, to get back here for the first time since 2004 to be here.
Yeah, you know, it's not an opportunity you get very often, and it's these kids' first opportunity to be here. We've made the state tournament a couple years ago, but haven't progressed out of that quarterfinal round. So we took another step, and that's a good thing for us. But you're not guaranteed this opportunity again. But from where we started at the beginning of our season, how we played, and where we played, most of the postseason, I'm pleased with the kids. Our kids, logged in a lot of minutes. We're not very deep. Missing some of at least one of our players, affects the rotation and affects what you're able to do and the players you can put on the floor.
How much did that hurt, not having Ryan in as a point guard?
You like to have your point guard, but we didn't have her. I think she could have helped us. How much, you don't know. But what she would have given us is a few more subs, an opportunity that when we sub for our wing people, that we actually subbed with a guard instead of another post player. So it would have been nice, and it would have given, I think, our kids maybe just a little bit of a mental break of taking an opportunity just to be able to take her out, calm them down, talk to them, and it would have been nice to have her.
Who was that player you're talking about?
Ryan Hedgepeth has been our point guard. It's been our starting point guard. She didn't play last week, and she wasn't really ready to play this week. Sustained a concussion in practice last week, and she's just not progressed far enough that she should be out on the floor. Would have been nice to have her, and it was hard for her not to play, but I thought for the players we put on the floor, they did the things we asked them to do. It just wasn't enough. Maybe we didn't do it as well as we wanted to do, but it just wasn't enough today. And you give Covington credit, because they made some big plays. We would take a lead, and they'd go right back down and make another one. Made some free throws. That was enough to keep putting pressure on us. Well, we had to get threes, or, So they made the most of their opportunities and chances down the floor where we didn't, and that was the difference.
Did you get the look you were looking for in the last shot?
Kayla's a good shooter. Certainly having one of our three-point shooters not out on the floor to take that look. I would have liked to have two options for that, and I would have liked it to have been a little bit closer, but, she got a look at it, and she got the shot off. A little further away than we would have liked to have it, but, it didn't have that much time.
Anything else? Thank you, guys.